Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you showcase match or highlight match number 2. Today is Thursday, April 11th, if you guys are watching right as I upload these videos. Otherwise, it's any other day after April 11th, 2013. Now, taking a look, Agatha spawning as the pink human on the top right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Expectation, also known as Lawliet, spawning as the blue night elf. So it is gonna be human versus night elf, just because Expectation is playing under Expectation's playing under a different name. I will just try to refer to him as night elf as opposed to Lawliet or anything else, and make this game a little bit easier to understand. So far, Altar of Kings not being speed built here on Twisted Meadows, being built the old-fashioned way, one peasant working overtime to get this building done, one and done, and we should be perhaps seeing an Archmage pop out of there. There we go. So Archmage now being popped, or being trained out of that Altar of Kings. Meanwhile, Warden, wow, a Warden being trained coming in on Twisted Meadows. Now, a lot of people ask me, why is the Warden such a strong hero? And the Warden is such a strong hero because it perhaps has one of the most game-breaking level 6 abilities in the entire game. That Avatar of Vengeance can summon invulnerable units that still deal a lot of damage. They do have time life, but all you really need to do then is keep your Avatar of Vengeance alive and let your pretties, like, so you send off, like, you kind of even hear the Avatar of Vengeance say, like, my pretties, go, and they run over and they sit under a sea of towers and they go, ha ha ha, I'm gonna destroy your base and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, that's enough of that. Meanwhile, Archmage now making a move down over here. Is he actually gonna try and, what is he doing? He's actually gonna try to go for a fast expansion. All right, so Agatha going for a fast expansion, and this is actually playing a lot into the Night Elf's style. The Night Elf style wants this game to go long to get to level 6. So this is going to be very, very strong and a good opening here, as we should be seeing a new water elemental now dropping in. And there you have it, a Wisp now being brought over. And oh, is that Wisp going to perhaps deal some damage to some water elementals? There it does, but it also removes the Bloodlust on some of the units as well. All right, Tome of Intelligence has been left behind. Ogre Magi now fallen. Corrupt of Vitality, additional 150 hit points, and that Archmage going to be looking a little bit beefier. There you go, now sitting at level 2. Very much happy to be alive, as we should be seeing a tower come down. All right, the Warden comes in. Oh, Water Elemental quickly denied, and this Warden can just Fan of Knives taking down multiple units, hiding in the gold mine, only to pop back out and get killed again. This Warden is going to be a one-man wrecking crew taking down multiple units. Another Fan of Knives and another Footman goes down. So this Warden completely destroys that army. Beautiful play there, as we now see the Town Hall being constructed. All right, fast expansion attempt. Is the Archmage perhaps going to militia creep out the Goblin Laboratory and try and get to level 3? Meanwhile, one single lone Footman with a Death Wish, apparently, walking inside this base. Not going to be able to do very much of anything, as the Footman now taking arrows in the back. His armor will protect him just a little, as we now see the Gnolls getting taken down off here. Now, because Night Elf players want to get that Warden to level 6 so quickly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Warden was the only hero coming in from Night Elf. That is perhaps one of the weakest parts of this strategy, in that the Warden can't get to level 6 unless she engages against the army. And normally when it's at level 5, it will be dealing with 2 level 3 heroes. The good thing about this, though, for the Night Elf player, is that with this fast expansion, we are still not at a keep. That means that we are not going to be getting up a second hero for quite some time, and with only one hero, it's going to be a hero race. Meanwhile, the Rock Golem, oh, comes in, Warden now sitting at level 2. What Footman, and what's going to be happening here? Expectation, or the Night Elf player maybe losing his own Troll Shadow Priest here. That is not a good place to be. Now trying to pull away. The rest of the units are still fighting it out. Archmage coming in from over here, taking down Wisp. The Wisp does get taken down. Archmage sitting at level 2. And is it going to actually take down the Ancient of War? Yes, it does. What is left behind here as the Footman now needs to back away? Coming back through, you can see that the little beeline move. Oh, Ogre Warrior will get taken down. The Warden is on the other side. And what is happening here? Are they going to be able to actually see each other through this little narrow corridor? It looks like it. In fact, they will. And we are still fighting over here. All right, no line of sight, but still being able to attack as an Ancient of War being built off on the far side. So that Warden, and still trying to creep very, very aggressively, will be Ancient of War creeping over here on this side of the map instead. Warden sitting at level 3 pretty much has no more mana, or sorry, no more hit points to do any more harassment. We are now taking the tier 2, getting up a lumber mill, and Agatha, the human player, needs to get a Mountain King and in a hurry. Otherwise, he's not going to have any real way of shutting down that Warden when it tries to pressure a fight at level 5. When it tries to pressure a fight at level 5, if the Archmage is forced to retreat, Shadow Strike, Fan of Knives, Blink, all of those are very, very strong abilities when your opponent is trying to run away. Alright, Archmage, Water Elemental. And is that Archmage going to try and creep out this Rock Golem creep camp? No, it does spot the Ancient of War first. And there is a quick detonation. Nope, no detonation. So that Wisp is now simply going to run away. Meanwhile, an attack down over here, and this is going to potentially be a problem. Fan of Knives looking to come in. There is that arcane damage, and now what is happening next as the Scroll of Town portal coming in, and where is it going to land? Is it going to land straight up on top of all those units? Arcane Tower, a second Fan of Knives, so much damage to be held as we just see a whole bunch of corpses laying down there. Huge damage dealt by the Warden, as the Warden is still trying to get off, or trying to get more damage across more units. Is it going to be able to get away? It looks like it will be able to. And all the blue, or this Warden now sitting at level 3, I think it should still just be creeping right now. But with that Ancient of War taken out earlier, it doesn't have enough production buildings to really keep up. 28 supply versus the human player's 40 supply, but you got to remember that there's also an additional number of peasants on the field, workers on the field, in order to handle this additional expansion. So the army sizes are still about the same. Alright, Tree of Life taking a bunch of damage here. It looks as though the Night Elf player will be forced to stop this, and things are not going according to plan for the Night Elf. Warden now looking to come in and finish off that Footman. Oh, the Footman hiding behind over here. And the Dryad is going to finish it off instead. There it goes. Is the Water Elemental going to finish off this here? This could potentially be huge. Still so huge. That Water Elemental dealing so much damage. Down to 70 hit points. Down to 50 hit points. Is it going to be enough? Tree of Life down to 50, 20, 30. Abolish magic just in time, as that Tree of Life now is going to uproot itself and then start eating some trees. Footman now trying to finish this off. Are they going to work? Do they have defend? No, they do not. And they are just trying to rush into here and take down all of these archers. All right, archers will get taken down, but a quick Fan of Knives dealing a lot of damage back to the rest of the units. Tree of Life is not going to fall. I believe that this one Warden is just going to Fan of Knives again. Potion of Mana saving that Tree of Life, as the Archmage is not doing too well. Level 3 by his lonesome self. Meanwhile, Mountain King now being trained, double Arcane Sanctum, and we are now going into a workshop down. Oh, where is that workshop being constructed? I'm not sure. Tree of Life floating at about 400 hit points. There is that workshop. It is being sped built, or they are speed building that that workshop. Is it speed built or sped built? Speed building, sped built. Anyways, let's take a look. Tree of Eternity now upgrading to Ancient of Lores. Wisp now trying to get away. Are they going to be able to run? They are running for the hills, but one low hit point Wisp now taking its place inside the gold mine. Very well protected. Warden sitting at level 5 now. Shadow Strike, Staff of Teleportation in order to get the heck out of there. And it will be retreating and returning all the way back home. Alright, waiting for that Shadow Strike to be done with before using a Clarity Potion and a Scroll of Healing. Do we have a lot of units on the field? Agatha, the human player, is in a bit of trouble. He needs to figure out what his strategy is going to be. Mountain King now finally out on the field here. Are we going to perhaps drop another Water Elemental before making a move and trying to take down this Rock Golem creep camp? So far, Archmage still doesn't have enough mana. Wait for it. Wait for it. Militia now being called over as well. And here we go. Water Elemental going to be taking a lot of damage. Mortar teams in the back, healing happening as well as the Archmage just using that Clarity Potion back up to 60 mana. And now we are going into Flying Machines just for True Sight. Perhaps Hippogriffs could come into play, but I highly doubt that at this point, as the Mountain King does get Ruined Bracers. It's going to be transferred to the Archmage. Yeah, the Archmage, a higher priority target. You want to make sure that that Archmage does not take too much damage from Shadow Strike, as the Mountain King is actually beefier than that Archmage by far. Here we go. Spellbreakers now making their way in. Down over here at the bottom left, you can see Tree of Eternity, double Ancients of Lore coming in, Ancients of Wind coming in as well, perhaps for, well, Stormbolt now coming in as well. I guess I'm getting a little bit tired trying to keep up with all the action in both of these WarCraft 3 games. Fan of Knives coming in as the Warden trying to get to level 5. It does have a Ring of Regeneration, making a much more deadly target. Mountain King sitting at level 2. The Warden trying to go after some more units. There's another Shadow Strike, and Fan of Knives takes down another unit. So this Warden is a one-man, one-woman wrecking crew, but it's not going to do well against all of those Spellbreakers. Alright, Mountain King still battling it up here. Archmage unable to summon a new Water Elemental. This Mountain King perhaps should be going after some of the rest of the other units, the Troll Trappers. And now there is still a Troll Warlord here. Tome of Knowledge has been left behind. Mountain King, Stormbolt on the Forest Troll. Warlord was currently stunned. And what are we going to be seeing next? The Warlord will get taken down. There it goes. Devotion Aura now given to that Mountain King. He wants to keep the item. Alright, he keeps the item. Gonna give a Scroll of Healing back to the Archmage. Level 4 now on the Archmage for a higher level Brilliance Aura. Very, very important, as a new expansion now being taken over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Not the island expansion, as the Warden sitting at level 5 cannot gain any more experience. And I wouldn't be surprised if this Warden gets some Moonwell juice and then does another almost suicide move to get to level 6 and then make her way out. Alright, don't prove me wrong now. Get some Moonwell juice, sell some items, Clarity, Venom, Orb of Venom, Anti-Magic Potion, get some more mana there, getting a lot of mana now. I really like Ring of Regeneration on units. I don't know why people sell them. Such a strong heal, healing 120 hit points. And now we're going to go into Tome of Retraining. Yes, is in fact going to be a Tome of Retraining. So Fan of Knives and Blink is going to be the combination, 1-2 combination of choice. Can Blink in, Fan of Knives deal a lot of damage, and Blink out. At this point, I think the Blink is worth... I don't know if it's level 3 Fan of Knives. I do believe it would be level 3 Fan of Knives, as the Blinking Warden could in fact deal a lot of damage here. Are we going to perhaps see Blink, Fan of Knives? And there you have it, the Warden Anti-Magic Potion, making sure that it doesn't lose any of its mana. Alright, there goes another Fan of Knives, could be used off in just a second. There you go, level 6 on the Warden. And are we going to see the Avatar of Vengeance? This could be a huge, huge play here. Avatar of Vengeance would be very strong at this point, as there is plenty of corpses to use. Why isn't the Warden using it? I don't quite know. Did it actually train Avatar of Vengeance? I gotta believe it did, but it is not going to use it either. Alright, coming back on the far side. No, trains up Blink again. Alright, so this is another Blink instead, and it is now just blinking across the map. Is there gonna be enough? Yes, blinks forward, Fan of Knives, getting away, Potion of Invulnerability. It is just going to sit here, go after some of these units, and you can see all of these units trying to run away. We're going to see a blink and another fan of knives and another attack there, and that warden dealing so much damage. Staff of teleporting in order to get away. Meanwhile, this expansion here is not going to get pressured. The expansion over on the top left has been taken down. And really, that warden getting level 3 blink before Avatar of Vengeance. That is a huge, huge, huge move. I don't think you can quite understand it, but I don't believe, yeah, there's hardly any cooldown on that blink now, as the warden can now just come in here, blink, where's it, fan of knives, there you go, does a whole bunch of damage, blinking away in order to try to get away again, and you can see how much damage it can do. Is it gonna blink again? Yes, fan of knives, blink again to get out of there, and that blinking warden can cause so many problems. All right. Blinks again. Where did it go? Okay, I gotta keep the action on the warden just so I can keep track of everything that's happening. There's the blink again. There's the warden back over here. Takes another stormbolt, but it does have a whole bunch of mana again. Blinking again. And are we gonna see another fan of knives? Yes, there it is. Another fan of knives comes in. Another blink in order to get out of here. Potion of lesser invulnerability, as all the units are now getting taken down. All right, what's happening here? The warden going after so many units. No more potions of mana, though, as the warden blinks again to dodge more attacks. Level 7 now on the warden. The bear trying to get close. And yes, the bear is saved. Oh my goodness, all these bears need to go back into druid form, start rejuvenating each other. The warden needs to get into position here. It needs a lot more mana in order to do any more of its tricks. There's plenty of Moonwell juice over here. Not quite sure why it's not getting that, as the mortar team's now pushing in. Anti-magic potion. All right, there you go. There's the blink forward. There's the fan of knives. There's the Avatar of Vengeance. And that Avatar of Vengeance could cause some problems. There is plenty of corpses on the ground, and the Archmage says, you know what? I'm not sticking around. There's no way you're going to have me stick around in a fight like this. All right. At this point, Staff of Teleportation, where is it going? Is it going off over here? Yes, it is going off over here and making a move, teleporting so quickly. Fan of Knives dealing so much damage and is still getting off more. Are they going to get another blink? Another blink? Another? No, not another Fan of Knives. Just, there's a... Oh, let's see it. Let's see it. Is it going to get taken down? One more hit should do it. Yes, down it goes and loses a bit of mana. Blinks forward again. Anti-magic potion. And Agatha, the human player, has no way of dealing with this warden. This warden causing so many problems. And the worker kill count. Holy sheesh. I can't keep track of her. Alright, let's see what's happening down over here. Fan of Knives taking down pretty much 2 units in a couple of units in just a second here. Where is that Avatar of Vengeance? The Avatar of Vengeance is still here. It could just send some of those spirits of vengeances somewhere else. I don't know why it's not doing that. Meanwhile, human player, or sorry, Night Elf buys a scroll of town portal in order to get back home relatively quickly. It is now out of mana, and I do gotta believe that it is no Spirit Stone. Wow, all the Moonwell juice is absolutely gone. Rejuvenation on the rest of those units here to try and stay alive. Blink forward, and there's a flare. You can see the Moonstone now being used. Clarity Potion being used. That warden wants to rinse and repeat once more. This Avatar of Vengeance still hanging off over here, not doing much of anything else. All right. Is the hero combination, is the level 4, level 5, level 4 combination going to be enough to defeat the level 7 blinking warden? As you see, the warden quickly comes in. Fan of Knives takes a Stormbolt, though. And is it going to get another Fan of Knives? Yes, it does. Hitting a lot more units again. Getting another blink forward. The cooldown. Oh, anti-magic potion just in time. Where did that warden go again? Another Fan of Knives takes down 2 more sorceress as the warden now backs away. This warden will pretty much always have a potion of mana on her if possible. And now gets off another Fan of Knives. Gonna take down a sorceress and perhaps even a priest as well. There goes the priest. Both sides still fighting. The bears going after these units, and the bears are actually going after the spellbreakers pretty effectively as another mortar team gets taken down. All right, warden wants to try to save her bears, but these bears all get taken down. 2 or 3 of them get taken down. Only one of them does survive here, as we now see perhaps the bears will go back into druid form and try to rejuvenate. Clarity potion, potion of anti-magic shell, anti-magic potion again to try to save up all of that mana. Tree of life trying to be repaired. It is not gonna be saved in time at all, but it is still 2 or 3 expansions to 2, as the warden and the avatar of vengeance now pushing forward. All right, Scroll of Town Portal pushes in. Avatar of Vengeance is going to create an army of pretties. And is it going to send it off anywhere else? Okay, let's see. Avatar of Vengeance sending off some units over here to the far side. It could take down these arcane towers before they really get back up. Nothing happening here yet. Tree of Life will be coming in momentarily, as we see the Archmage at level 5. Scroll of Town Portal has been purchased. Avatar of Vengeance moving across the map. One of the little spirits of vengeances decided not to join the party. And what is going to be happening here? All right, damage is being dealt. Going after that Goblin Shredder. You can see those spirit of vengeances. What's going to be happening next? And are we perhaps going to see a teleport come in as well? So far, the Goblin Shredder only going after the this one main Avatar of Vengeance. All right, and you can see the blinking, yes, the blinking warding getting in over here so quickly, taking down multiple units. Anti-magic potion could be used, and now the Avatar of Vengeance is alive, and this is a problem. Avatar of Vengeance, you're going to have a whole bunch of units here in just a second. Those Spirits of Vengeance is only taken down once the Avatar of Vengeance is taken down. All right, Scroll of Town Portal. All right, the Avatar of Vengeance has been surrounded. All of those spirits will get taken down in just a second. There you go, as the Warden blinks away in time. And is she going to be able to get away? Let's see. Yes, blinks away again, making her way off to the north. And let's see. I don't think she's killed enough peasants just quite yet. Let's go around, taking down as many units as possible, and blink forward again. All right, this Warden. What the heck? I didn't even know you could blink there. All right, Staff of Teleportation heading back. Where is it going? I'm not quite sure. New Tree of Life down over here. Moonwells. And this one woman army. So strong and so capable of doing so much. All right, Warden out now in the field. The bears are ready to go. They have all been healed back up. Warden back up to pretty much full mana, or will be after that second clarity potion is used. Gotta keep track of this Warden. Alright, if it feels like I'm focusing on the Warden, it is because I am. So hard to keep track of her once you lose sight of her. Mountain King, Archmage, level 5, level 4. They need to get to level 6 in order to compete. 2 level 5 heroes, though, do put a damper in terms of everything, and it looks like the Night Elf player realizes this and wants to creep out these expansions just so his opponent cannot get the additional last bit of experience. Alright, what's going to be happening here? Spellbreakers, Mountain, Fan of Knives, just blinking forward again. So much damage to be had. The Warden, Avatar of Vengeance again. And this time, the Avatar of Vengeance is at full hit points. Very difficult to take down. Warden now sitting at level 9. A level 9 Avatar of Vengeance, as the Warden now does also have Shadow Strike. A decent level of Shadow Strike. Warden backing away as all the bears are still trying to chase Avatar of Vengeance, making her way forward. Warden quickly blinks in, blinks back out. Avatar still dealing a lot of damage here, as what got Stormbolt on their unit there. Mountain King now sitting at level 5. Warden still sitting at level 9. Archmage sitting at level 5. Could it get to level 6? That potentially could be huge, as both sides are still fighting. Bears now falling. Archmage is very close to level 6. Will get to level 6. Is the Mountain King going to get to level 6? If the Mountain King gets to level 6, all bets are off on who's going to win this matchup, as 2 level 6s, I do believe, defeats a level 9 Mountain King. Unable to Stormbolt. I believe the Avatar of Vengeance is magic immune, as the Avatar of Vengeance now trying to get away. What's going to be happening? The Mountain King chasing after that unit there. No Stormbolt. That would give the Mountain King halfway to level 6, as now the Tree of Life off over here. Only 43 supply or food for the Night Elf player. Meanwhile, human sitting at 36. Wow, 43 to 36. How did we come to this point, as both sides had so many bears and so many other units? All right, Tree of Life will get taken down. Meanwhile, Warden still blinking across the map here. What is this Warden gonna be doing? Is it gonna be able to make its way off to the north and get in some more damage? You can see Mountain King looking to get in a little bit more shots here, and it looks like that Tree of Life will be falling. Coming in comes that Warden. The Warden does have a lot of mana, and it comes in. There's the Fan of Knives, goes after Shadow Strikes, magic, anti-magic potion, and now a lot of little crazy bits of damage on the little haunting unit there. Another Fan of Knives, more damage being had as the expansion has been saved, and there is no more Wisp in that gold mine. Meanwhile, it looks like, yes, we will be getting Wisp into this gold mine, and if you're wondering how the Warden is able... Oh my gosh, level 10. If you're wondering how this Warden has been able to buy so many potions and so many items, all you have to do is take a look at the number of gold mines she's been in control throughout the rest of this game. Sitting at 50 supply, making sure not to go into high upkeep. The Warden just simply walks through the entire map. This map seems so small to her. Yeah, she can just blink forward just because the clarity potion keeps on giving her max mana. All right, the Warden now on the far side of the map. Staff of Scroll of Teleport, or what, Mass Teleport now coming in. Fan of Knives, level 10 on the Warden. Warden now comes in. There's the last Shadow Strike, a level 10 Warden in the game here, taking down all of the peasants and now running away once more. The only problem now is that the Warden cannot gain any more experience. So as the game goes on and on, Agatha, the human player, is actually going to get better and better. If he has 2 level 6 heroes versus a level 10, you know, you can argue, well, maybe the level 10 Warden with her high mobility will come out ahead. But once you start adding 2 level 7 heroes, 2 level 8 heroes, what's going to be happening here as we now see a quick Fan of Knives, Warden just moving across the map so quick and able to take down so much. All right, Avatar of Vengeance. I don't know why she blinked there, as now the Arcane Towers will all get taken down. All right, the simple fact that the Night Elf player has multiple bases still at this time is going to be the problem. Mass Teleport, though, where are the units going? The units are going over here, attempting to take down the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life will get taken down in a matter of seconds. Ring of Regeneration on the Mountain King, and what is going to be happening next? So much damage to be had. Meanwhile, this expansion will get taken down. You can see the Spirits of Vengeance is trying to take it down as well. And down goes the Tree of Life. So we are now at 2 bases to 2. Mass Teleport trying to get away. And will it get away? Dryad's now trying to repair this tower off over here. What's happening? All right, the Avatar of Vengeance is still in play. Town Hall not getting focused down. The Archmage is still staying alive. And the Mountain King gonna finish 1 spirit and get closer to level 6. All right, Warden now comes back down here instead and says, you know what? I'm going to finish off this expansion, and what are you going to do about it? Just simply hop, skipped, and blinked her way over in a matter of seconds. All right, Warden, how much gold does she have in the bank? She has 2,000 gold in the bank and not even engaging with these bears. This just goes to show you how strong this hero can be in order to win the game. And you can see how quickly she is moving across the map and what she is going to be doing next. Just blinking around, blinking around. And now that she's back home, going to drink a whole bunch of moon juice. Perhaps use a clarity potion. No, use a moonstone, use a clarity potion. And then perhaps rinse and repeat again. All right, so the Warden at 525, gonna blink. You can see she can just constantly blink because of that clarity potion. She's always gonna have maximum mana. Not quite sure why she's not blinking. Come on, blink, blink. What are you gonna buy? You have no room. Scroll of Town Portal. What did you sell? I wasn't keeping track. Oh no. Devotion Aura. All right, so Devotion Aura now off on the Warden. Scroll of Town Portal on a high mobility hero already. Not quite sure why you need it, but every little bit of mobility helps, as you now see that the Warden is gonna try and take down all of these peasants. Oh, what? What is this? That was a... Oh! How did it... Oh, Staff of Teleportation. Okay, and now... Invulnerable. That's just insulting. Oh, cancels it again. What? How is this? What? How is this warden doing that? Like, it's canceling the Scroll of Town portal. Is that a bug? Where she's temporarily invulnerable and then like blinks out of it to yeah, like I swear it says she's invulnerable, and then the Scroll of Town portal doesn't go off. I do believe that that's some sort of bug at this point. Oh, doesn't blink away from the Stormbolt. And is it finally gonna, yes, blink away over here. Shadow Strike takes down another unit. There's the Scroll of Town portal. Is it actually gonna run away this time? Oh, the warden is, oh goodness. Oh gosh. The warden cannot get taken down. Potion of invulnerability. Oh, holy goodness. This warden is absolutely making this game a nightmare for me to try and figure out what is going on. This warden is just taunting now. Wow. Yeah. Okay. That has to be that. I don't know if that's a bug or an ability or a use, but uses the Scroll of Town portal, is able to cancel out of it. Come on, use the rejuvenation. Where'd it go? Yeah. Oh, why didn't it just rejuvenate? Okay. It looks as though we are now going into 69/70 supply or 100 supply, ready to actually bring the army and bring the fight along. More fairy dragons being added, one chimera being added, as well as we now see the battle happening down over here. All right, in comes this engagement. This could potentially be game-changing. Warden comes in, fan of knives, no Shadow Strike, as the Mountain King looks to come in. All right, in comes the Fairy Dragons, and the Warden is just blinking around. Another Fan of Knives takes down pretty much all the casters. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Shadow Strike still on the Archmage. Invulnerability, is it going to actually teleport away? Yes, it does. Where's it going? Why did it teleport? I'm not 100% sure. But it looks like it wanted to regroup. A bear now got taken down. Scroll of Town portal now coming in on the far side and teleports back up on top. Oh, that could be bad. Phantom Shadow Strike, down it goes. And that is pretty much going to be the GG here. Mountain King has no way to leave as the unit is just going to be constantly in front. And I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And please watch the second commercial. Thanks again.